Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Rulings regarding fasting, compensation and expiation, Part 5. If one intends to feed other people as kafara for their missed fast, firstly, they should feed the poor only, and secondly, they should set aside 1 mud of food for each poor person. 1 mud is equivalent to approximately 750 grams of wheat, barley, or one ordinary meal that can make one feel full. However, as for the kafara of invalidating the fast on purpose, 60 muds of food must be given to 60 poor people, and it is not permissible to give one poor person several muds of food except if one does not have access to 60 poor people. But if one knows that the poor person shares the food of kafara with his or her family, one could set aside 1 mud of food for each member of his or her family. In this respect, one can set aside an entire mud of food for minors of the poor person's family. But in kafara of excuse or kafara of delay, one can give the kafara of several fasts to one poor person. However, care must be given to give each poor person 1 mud of food completely, meaning if one is supposed to give 3 muds of food to 2 poor persons, it is not permissible to give each of them 1.5 muds of food. Rather, one of them must be given 1 mud of food and the other 2 muds of it. One, however, could give money to the poor in lieu of food, but on the condition that firstly, this sum of money is in proportion to the prices of the city in which kafara is paid, and secondly, it must be ascertained that this money is solely spent on purchasing food. Otherwise, kafara must be paid anew, since this money can solely be spent on providing food for the poor, and it must not be spent for any other purpose. A few points. 1. Based on obligatory precaution, kafara cannot be given to one who is wajibun nafaqa, meaning, for example, a husband is not permitted to give the kafara due on him to his wife, even if his wife is poor. 2. Based on obligatory precaution, those who are not sayyid cannot pay their kafara to poor sayyids, and it is only sayyids who can pay their kafara to other sayyids. 3. If one intends to pay the kafara due on his wife or on someone else, based on an obligatory precaution, one must obtain their permission and then pay their kafara on their behalf. Institute for compiling and publishing the works of Ayatollah Makarim Shirazi.